What if some of the most breathtaking places on Earth were also the most dangerous? Hidden deep inside China are mountains so steep, mysterious, and isolated that many people believe they were never meant to be touched. Ancient monks called them sacred. Explorers called them impossible. And even today, many travelers are too afraid to go near them. From floating stone pillars rising through the clouds to deadly cliffside paths hanging thousands of feet above the ground, this journey will take you into China's most unreal hidden peaks. These are places where nature ignored every rule, places where entire villages disappear into the mist, places so unbelievable they look computer-generated. Welcome to the Forbidden Mountains of China. The floating mountains of Zhangjiajie. Deep in Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, giant stone pillars rise into the sky like ancient skyscrapers carved by nature itself. Some of these peaks stretch more than 3,000 feet above the forest floor. Covered in fog and surrounded by endless clouds, they appear to float in midair. It almost doesn't feel real. These mountains inspired the floating world of Pandora in the movie Avatar. But unlike Hollywood fantasy, these peaks actually exist. For centuries, locals believed spirits lived among the stone towers. Many areas remained untouched because people feared the cliffs were cursed. Even today, the silence here feels unnatural. And then there's the bridge, a glass skywalk hanging above a massive canyon. One wrong step, and beneath you is nothing but empty air. Visitors freeze in fear halfway across. Some crawl, others turn back completely. Because at this height, your brain stops believing you are safe. Mount Hua, China's deadliest hiking trail. In Mount Hua lies one of the most dangerous hiking routes on Earth. The path is barely wide enough for 1 foot. Wooden planks are bolted directly into vertical cliffs thousands of feet above the ground. There are no railings, only chains. This terrifying route is known as the plank walk. Every step feels like a mistake. Strong winds slam against the mountain walls while hikers cling to rusted chains, staring into endless emptiness below. Yet, despite the danger, people still come here. Why? Because ancient Taoist monks believed the mountain held secret spiritual power. Temples were built on impossible cliffs where humans should never have survived. Imagine carrying heavy stones, wood, and supplies up these mountains hundreds of years ago, without modern tools. It feels impossible. And maybe that's the point. Mount Hua was never built for comfort. It was built to test fear itself.
The Red Mountains split in half. Hidden inside Mount Fanjing stands one of China's strangest peaks. A narrow rock tower rises from the clouds, split directly down the center like the mountain cracked apart. At the very top sit 2 ancient temples, connected by a tiny bridge. No one understands how builders created them in such an impossible location centuries ago. The climb itself is exhausting. Thousands of steep stairs twist through thick fog and forests filled with rare wildlife. Then, suddenly, the clouds open. And above them all stands the red cloud's golden summit. Many travelers say it feels less like Earth and more like another planet. During sunrise, the entire mountain glows orange while rivers of clouds move beneath the temples. It's beautiful, but also unsettling. Because standing there, you realize how tiny humans truly are. The mountains hidden by Tibetan mists. Far beyond the tourist routes lies the Rainbow Mountains of Danxia. In northwestern China, nature created something so strange, it almost looks painted by hand. Zhangjiajie Danxia National Geological Park is famous for mountains covered in impossible colors. Red, orange, yellow, blue, pink. Millions of years ago, layers of minerals slowly transformed these cliffs into giant rainbow waves stretching across the desert. At sunrise, the colors explode across the landscape. At sunset, the mountains glow like fire. Scientists can explain how it formed, but standing there in person feels completely unreal. Like Earth accidentally created digital graphics in real life. Storms and erosion continue reshaping the mountains every year, meaning this landscape is constantly changing. No two visits are ever the same. The mountain nobody can conquer. Towering over western China, they are reminders of how mysterious our planet still is. Places where nature built impossible worlds beyond human imagination. Places filled with silence, danger, legends, and wonder. And maybe that's why they fascinate us so much. Because deep down, humans are still drawn toward the unknown, toward the peaks nobody dares to touch. So if you could visit one impossible mountain from this journey, which would it be? And would you actually dare to climb it?